In the quiet of the evening, just after the dishes are done and the sun has slipped behind the trees, there's a small moment of peace. Maybe you're sitting by the window with a soft breeze coming through or tidying up, while the news hums in the background. It's that in-between time, too late for a full meal, too early for sleep, when the body begins to speak. For many older adults, it speaks through tired legs, restlessness, or the familiar tossing and turning through the night. If you've ever found yourself stretching your legs in bed or waking up more than once, you're not alone. And the answer may not always lie in medication or strict routines. Sometimes it starts with something as simple and comforting as a small bite before bed. Today we'll explore 5 gentle evening snacks that support deeper rest and help soothe tired legs. Thoughtfully chosen for their calming nutrients and ease of preparation, they're small choices that speak volumes for your senior wellness and peace of mind. Sometimes it's the quietest moments that speak the loudest. Picture yourself on the back porch as the sun begins its slow descent behind the trees. The breeze is gentle, the birds are settling in, and a soft hush seems to fall over the world. It's the kind of evening that invites you to slow down and listen to your body, your thoughts, and the rhythm of the day coming to a close. As we age, many of us become more aware of how precious rest truly is. Not just sleep itself, but the ease of drifting off, the comfort of staying asleep, and the energy that comes with waking up refreshed. Yet for many older adults, this once natural rhythm becomes disrupted. Tossing and turning at night, waking up too early, or feeling physically worn. Despite a full night in bed, it's more common than you might think. But what if part of the answer could be found in something as simple as a small handful of fruit, not a supplement, not a special drink, just nature's own gift tucked into a bowl on your kitchen counter? That's where cherries come in. Cherries, especially tart varieties like Montmorency, are one of the very few natural food sources of melatonin, the hormone your body uses to regulate sleep. Unlike lab-made versions, the melatonin in cherries comes with a blend of antioxidants and nutrients that support overall well-being. It's gentle, familiar, and surprisingly effective for many people. Imagine ending your day not with a big dessert or a heavy meal, but with a modest portion of fresh or frozen cherries. Perhaps you've picked them up at the weekend farmer's market, where the vendor still weighs the fruit by the pound and slips a few extras into your bag. Or maybe you keep a small bowl in the fridge already washed, ready to enjoy with a favorite show or a crossword puzzle before bed. There's something so comforting about that ritual, a small sweet moment of care just for yourself. From a senior wellness perspective, cherries offer more than just a sweet treat. They contain compounds like anthocyanins, which are known for their antioxidant properties and can support your body's natural recovery processes. Some older adults also find that incorporating cherries into their evening routine helps ease physical restlessness, especially in the legs, a common concern as we get older. And the beauty lies in the simplicity. No complicated recipes, no pills. Just a small bowl, a spoon if you'd like, and a few quiet minutes to enjoy the flavor and the moment. It's not about promising a cure or quick fix. In fact, nothing in this video is meant as medical advice. Everyone's body is different, and it's always wise to check with your doctor before making changes to your diet or wellness routine. But if you're looking for small, thoughtful ways to support better sleep and gentler evenings, cherries might be one of nature's most delightful options. You might choose to pair them with a cup of herbal tea, or enjoy them alone as a light close to your day. Either way, what you're creating is more than just a snack. It's a calming habit, a way of honoring the evening and preparing your body for rest. And maybe, just maybe, as the stars begin to appear above your home and the night wraps around the garden outside, you'll notice something different. A deeper breath, a softer sigh, legs that feel less heavy, and the comfort of knowing that aging gracefully doesn't always require big changes. Sometimes it starts with a handful of cherries. In the journey of senior living, it's these quiet, nourishing moments that make all the difference. And whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, it's never too late to add a little sweetness to your night and a little peace to your rest. As the sky turns a softer shade of blue and the air begins to cool, there's a familiar rhythm to the end of the day. Maybe you're folding laundry while the last light filters through the kitchen window, or you've just settled into your favorite chair on the porch, where a gentle breeze carries the scent of lavender from your backyard. It's a peaceful time, but for many older adults, it's also when a subtle discomfort begins to stir. You might notice your legs feeling heavy or tense, a tingling sensation, a need to shift positions, that strange, hard-to-explain urge to move your feet, especially when all you want is to relax. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Restless legs or evening discomfort is something many experience with age, often making it harder to wind down and get the deep sleep our bodies crave. While there's no one-size-fits-all solution, one comforting down-to-earth option begins with something simple, a slice of whole grain toast with a smooth layer of almond butter. It might not sound extraordinary, but this humble snack has a beautiful way of combining nourishment with comfort. The whole grain toast offers complex carbohydrates that help your body maintain a steady blood sugar level through the night, a helpful foundation for more restful sleep. And almond butter. It brings magnesium, protein, and healthy fats to the table, all of which support muscle relaxation and gentle energy release. There's something deeply satisfying about preparing this snack. Maybe you toast the bread just right, enjoying the warmth against your fingertips as you spread the creamy almond butter edge to edge. Maybe it's a ritual you've created enjoyed with a small glass of warm milk, or while watching the evening news with a cozy blanket over your legs. It's not just about feeding your body, it's about giving it permission to relax. In the world of senior wellness, it's often these thoughtful little choices that make the biggest difference. A well-timed snack isn't just about nutrition, it's about listening to your body and responding with kindness. Whole grains digest slowly, helping you avoid that sudden blood sugar drop that can wake you in the middle of the night. Almond butter, in its soft richness, carries nutrients like magnesium and tryptophan, known for supporting natural relaxation and sleep cycles. Of course, this snack doesn't replace professional medical care, and it's always wise to speak with your doctor about persistent restlessness or changes in your sleep. But for many, adding something so gentle and familiar to the evening routine can offer a small but meaningful shift, especially when paired with other calming habits like stretching, light reading, or listening to soothing music. It's also worth noting how accessible this snack is. You don't need a recipe. You don't need to measure or cook. Everything can be found easily at your local grocery store, or even the Saturday farmers market where a neighbor might recommend their favorite brand of nut butter, or the best fresh-baked multi-grain bread from a nearby bakery stand. These conversations, simple as they are, often carry a sense of community that makes wellness feel less like a task and more like a shared journey. For older adults seeking balance between comfort and health, this kind of snack fits beautifully into a mindful routine. It's soft on the stomach, gentle on the heart, and easy to enjoy without much fuss. And most importantly, it turns an ordinary moment, standing in the kitchen at twilight, into something nourishing, grounding, and deeply human. Senior health tips often emphasize movement hydration, or supplements, but equally important is the emotional tone we set for our bodies at the end of each day. When you take the time to nourish yourself with intention, even with something as humble as toast and almond butter, you're sending a message to your body: you're safe, you're supported, you can rest now. So as you head into your evening, consider making space for this small act of self-care. Spread the almond butter slowly. Sit down with intention. Let your body settle. Let your legs feel heavy in a good way, because you've given them what they need, not just physically but emotionally too. And in those final minutes before bed, as the neighborhood quiets and the porch light casts its soft glow over the yard, you may notice that familiar restlessness starting to ease. Maybe your feet feel a little less fidgety. Maybe your mind feels a little more calm. That's the beauty of senior living, not chasing perfection, but learning to recognize the power in small, steady choices. One slice of toast, one moment of care, one night of deeper rest. There's something special about quiet evenings at home, the kind where the house is calm, the lights are soft, and time seems to slow down. Maybe you're looking out at the backyard where the last light dances on the garden fence, or sitting at the kitchen table while a familiar song plays low in the background. In these peaceful moments, many older adults find themselves reaching for something small, something soothing, familiar, and easy on the body. And often that something is a warm bowl of oatmeal. Yes, oatmeal. It may sound like a breakfast food, and for many of us it brings back memories of childhood, of chilly mornings, cozy kitchens, and the smell of cinnamon drifting through the air. But oatmeal isn't just for starting the day. It also makes for one of the gentlest ways to end it. As we grow older, our bodies crave comfort in new ways. Not just soft blankets or quiet evenings, but nourishment that calms us from the inside out. Oatmeal fits beautifully into that rhythm. It's warm, smooth, and satisfying, an ideal evening snack for those seeking a better night's sleep and relief from tired legs. Let's talk about why this simple dish holds such power. Oats are naturally rich in fiber and complex carbohydrates, which help the body produce serotonin, a calming chemical that can ease the mind and prepare us for rest. This process gently supports melatonin production, the hormone that tells the body it's time to sleep. For older adults who struggle with restless evenings, this can make a meaningful difference. And when your legs feel sore or achy after a long day, the magnesium and B vitamins in oats can also help relax the body in a quiet, unassuming way. But more than the science, it's the feeling of the meal that matters. Imagine scooping warm oatmeal into your favorite ceramic bowl, the one you've used for years, the one that fits perfectly in your hands. Maybe you stir in a touch of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a few slices of banana. You sit down by the window or bring it out to the porch if the weather allows. The warmth fills your hands, the scent fills the air, the calm begins. In the world of senior wellness, we often talk about the importance of routine not just to organize our days, but to nourish our sense of control, comfort, and connection. A simple evening ritual like this can create a soft landing for your mind and body. It signals that the day is complete and that it's time to let go. And the best part, oatmeal is easy. You don't need to follow a recipe. You don't need a dozen ingredients. Whether you use the stovetop, a microwave, or even a kettle and a thermos, it can be ready in minutes. It's affordable, accessible, and endlessly adaptable to your personal taste. You might add a handful of blueberries from the Saturday farmer's market or stir in a dollop of almond butter for a boost of protein and creaminess. You might enjoy it plain just as it is. No matter the choice, you're doing something gentle and kind for your body, and that's at the heart of every good senior health tip. Some folks even say the act of preparing oatmeal in the evening becomes part of their wind-down routine. The rhythm of stirring, the warmth of the steam, the pause between bites. These are the small things that ground us, especially as we navigate the changing patterns of sleep that often come with age. Now, of course, this isn't a promise or prescription. We're all different, and sleep concerns can have many causes. If something's been bothering you, it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor and talk through what's best for you. But for many older adults, including oatmeal in their evening, can be a soothing way to support both the body and the spirit. There's also a deeper beauty in turning to foods that are humble and honest foods that remind us of how nourishment used to be. Not flashy, not processed, just warm, slow, and made with care. These kinds of choices reflect a way of living that values intention and presence over perfection. And maybe as you finish that last bite and rinse your bowl at the sink, you'll notice something new. Your legs feel a little less tight. Your shoulders drop just slightly. Your breathing slows. These small shifts are quiet, but they matter. In the world of senior living, it's not the big changes that make the difference. It's the quiet choices made consistently and with love. A warm bowl of oatmeal may not look like much, but it can be a gentle invitation to rest, to let go, and to care for yourself in a way that truly feels good. So tonight, if your heart feels full and your legs feel weary, consider filling that little bowl once more, not because you have to, but because you can. And in doing so, you're creating something sacred, a moment of peace, a space for rest, and a quiet kind of nourishment that lasts long after the spoon hits the empty bowl. There's a quiet beauty in the way some evenings unfold. Maybe you've just come in from the backyard where the garden is finally settling for the night. The hose is coiled, the roses are closed, and the patio chairs still carry a bit of sun-warmed comfort. Inside the house is calm. Dinner is long done and the day has left its gentle mark on your legs and your shoulders. You might be thinking just one small thing to nibble before bed. This is the perfect time for something light, nourishing, and easy, like a ripe banana paired with a few walnuts. It's a combination that might seem too simple to matter, but in truth it holds more comfort and benefit than you might expect. The sweetness of the banana soft and familiar. The earthy crunch of the walnut grounding and rich. Together they create a snack that isn't just enjoyable, it's supportive of the calm your body is craving. As part of a thoughtful senior wellness routine, this pairing offers natural support in more ways than one. Bananas are known for their high potassium content, a mineral that plays a gentle but important role in muscle function and fluid balance. For older adults who sometimes wake with cramps in their calves or tightness in their legs, potassium can be a helpful friend. Combined with magnesium also present in both bananas and walnuts, this simple snack becomes a quiet ally for tired muscles. But beyond the nutrition, there's something about the experience itself that soothes. Maybe it's the ease of preparation. You don't have to turn on the stove or measure a thing. Just peel the banana, maybe slice it into a small dish. Drop in a few walnuts from that glass jar you keep on the shelf left over from baking, or bought fresh from the weekend farmer's market. It takes less than a minute, but it feels like an act of care. You might sit with your snack by the living room window, where the evening light casts long shadows on the hardwood floor. Or bring it out to the front porch with your feet up, watching the neighborhood settle into its own nighttime rhythm. In these small routines, wellness becomes something more than just a checklist. It becomes a rhythm, a way of being present and kind to your body. From a senior health tips perspective, walnuts add their own layer of goodness. They're packed with healthy fats, including omega-3s, which support not only heart health, but also the nervous system. They contain tryptophan, an amino acid that the body uses to produce serotonin and melatonin, two natural compounds that play a role in helping you unwind and prepare for restful sleep. Of course, no food is a magic fix, and it's always wise to talk to your doctor if you're experiencing persistent sleep issues or leg discomfort. But sometimes the simplest habits are the easiest to maintain, and the most comforting too. And the beauty of this particular snack is that it feels good both physically and emotionally. It reminds many older adults of childhood, of the brown bag lunches packed with care, or of summer afternoons with bananas sliced over a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Even the sound of a walnut shell cracking can bring back memories of holidays, family gatherings, or quiet time spent shelling nuts at the kitchen table. These little moments of nostalgia are more than just sweet, they're grounding. And in the context of senior living, they can bring a sense of peace and stability that's just as nourishing as the food itself. So if you find yourself pacing the hallway at night or stretching your legs to find relief, consider stepping into the kitchen instead. Reach for that banana resting on the counter. Grab a handful of walnuts, sit somewhere quiet, and as you take a bite, allow yourself to slow down, not just physically, but emotionally too. Because aging gracefully isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about noticing what feels good, honoring the wisdom of your body, and choosing small acts of care again and again. A banana, a few walnuts, a quiet evening to yourself. Sometimes that's all it takes to feel just a little more balanced, a little more steady, and a little more ready to rest. As the day draws to a close and the last hints of sunlight fade beyond the trees, there's a quiet invitation in the air. The world slows down. The television hums softly in the background, and the front porch, once filled with conversation and movement, now sits still under the soft glow of the porch light. It's the perfect moment to settle in with something simple, warm, and comforting. For many older adults, that comfort comes in the form of a warm cup of herbal tea and a single square of dark chocolate. It's a combination that doesn't require much, no cooking, no slicing, no measuring. Just a thoughtful pairing that soothes the senses and brings a sense of calm to both body and mind. A small ritual that gently says, "You've made it through another day. It's time to rest now." Herbal teas have long been known for their calming properties. Chamomile, lemon balm, peppermint, or lavender, all caffeine-free and rich, with gentle aromas, can help set the tone for a peaceful night. There's something grounding about the warmth of the cup in your hands, the steam rising slowly, the scent of herbs filling the air like an old friend. You don't need to know the science behind it to feel its effect. It's enough to simply enjoy the moment. And when paired with a square of dark chocolate, 70% cacao, or higher, this modest snack becomes something quietly luxurious. The chocolate melts slowly on the tongue, rich and bittersweet, and it's not just delicious. It carries antioxidants and natural compounds that may support circulation and promote a sense of well-being. Together, the tea and chocolate create a moment of stillness, indulgence, and balance. In the world of senior wellness, these small, mindful routines often hold more power than we give them credit for. As we age, we come to appreciate the rituals that bring peace, especially those that ease us into sleep without relying on heavy meals or screens late into the evening. This snack isn't just about satisfying a craving, it's about creating a signal to your body and mind that the day is ending, that it's safe to let go of tension, that you've earned your rest. You might enjoy this moment sitting by the fireplace wrapped in your favorite shawl, or on the back deck under a blanket watching the stars appear one by one. Or perhaps in your kitchen where the clock ticks softly and the day's dishes are done. These quiet spaces, these familiar corners of our lives become sacred when paired with gentle care. From a senior health tips perspective, dark chocolate contains flavonoids that may support healthy blood flow, something many older adults become more aware of over time. It's not a prescription or cure, of course, and any changes to diet should always be discussed with a doctor. But it's nice to know that a little indulgence can still serve a purpose, especially when it's approached with mindfulness. And herbal tea. It's more than just a drink, it's a tradition. Passed down through generations, shared among friends, and enjoyed in solitude. Whether you pick up a box from the local grocery store or blend dried herbs from your garden, the process of preparing tea offers a kind of grounding that's deeply human. There's also something symbolic about ending the day with something warm and something sweet. It's a quiet celebration not of big achievements but of presence, of getting through the day with grace even if it brought aches or worries, of choosing calm, of honoring yourself in a small, deliberate way. These rituals repeated night after night weave a sense of rhythm and peace into our lives. And in senior living they remind us that self-care doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as easy as putting the kettle on and unwrapping a square of chocolate. So tonight as you prepare for sleep, consider this gentle treat not because you need it, but because you deserve it. Let the tea soothe you. Let the chocolate bring a smile. And let yourself ease into the quiet knowing you've tended to your own well-being with kindness. Because in the end, it's not just about health, it's about wholeness. And that's what senior wellness is all about. As the evening settles in and the day finds its quiet, close, we hope this time together has offered more than just ideas. It's offered a sense of comfort. A reminder that even the smallest acts done with care can bring peace to both body and spirit. Whether it's a warm bowl, a calming cup, or a simple bite before bed, these choices aren't just about what we eat. They're about how we choose to honor ourselves, our needs, our rhythms, our worth, especially in this stage of life. You've spent so much of your life caring for others. Now is the time to offer that same tenderness to yourself. And in doing so, you'll find that rest feels deeper and life feels a little lighter. Because senior wellness isn't just about health tips, it's about creating moments that feel good inside and out. It's about choosing softness in a world that too often rushes past the beauty of slow living. So tonight and every night, may you choose what brings you ease. May you listen kindly to what your body whispers. And may you find joy in these quiet, nourishing moments that remind you this life is still rich, still meaningful, and still yours to shape. If this video made you smile or feel understood, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You're welcome to like, subscribe, or share it with someone special who might need a little comfort tonight. Here's to your peace, your rest, and your beautiful journey in senior living, one gentle choice at a time.